Hey, everybody. What's going on? Welcome. Setting things up. See, I've got a set prepared here, but for whatever reason, well, it's not little, it's actually pretty awesome software that I'm using usually to stream to the Facebooks, and it is not working. Apparently Facebook did some updates or something like that. Hey, everybody, welcome. You guys are jumping on here. We will be getting started, man. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. Hey, you know what? We can't use the flip chart because everything is like reversed, right? But we're just going to chit chat. You know, we're going to hang out here. I wanted to hang out with y'all for a few minutes, okay? Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. Alrighty, how's everybody doing today? Happy Monday, good people. All right, get this thing set up. And get the show started. Rob Smith, congrats, man. How's the baby doing, man? Jermaine, good to see you, brother. Billy, everybody, good to see you guys. Good to see you. We'll be getting started in that 30 seconds as you guys are coming on here. Hey, I'm going to do a couple things. I was going to actually show it to you. Look, I got to show you, man. Maybe I can show this to you guys. You guys want to see the setup? Let me see if I can show this to you, yeah? Hold on. Check it out. Look, I've got this stuff laying around. I've got that computer, right? I've got that light. I've got that fancy camera over there looking at me, but we can't use it. But we're gonna work with what we've got, you know. So it's all good. Facebook has been doing some changes lately. I'm not sure if Vic will set record with Vic. Okay, so what's up? Been a minute. It has been Michael Watson, unless you're like in the 4%. So those of you guys who are in the 4% group, in about 45 minutes, we're getting together for our own team meeting, members meeting, right? All right. So look, you guys, I just wanted, it's been a minute since I hung out here, and I wanted to connect. Wanted to connect with you. Wanted to see how you've been. How you doing? And talk about some stuff that hopefully can help you in your business. Take it for what it's worth to you. Not here to sell you a thing. Just wanted to have some good time with you all. And hopefully, give you an idea or two that can help you take your business to the next level. What are you all doing for your business? Like what kind of business? I know a lot of you, but I don't know many of you either. What kind of business are you in? Okay. For those of you guys who are joining here for the first time, I see that I've got some new people checking this out. My name is Vic Strisius, and I've been online for, my goodness, 12 years, since 2005. And when I got started, I did not have this. See this? It's a $1. It's got a Mr. Washington on it. I did not have it, and this is how, at one point in time, because I was just, I don't know, crazy enough to not give up or something, and I remember one point, I remember one time it was somebody's birthday, and somebody, I think it was our mother, for her birthday, we got $50 as a gift. And that was, to me, that's like, wow, man. We can actually buy some food. So this is where I'm coming from. It's been 12 years ago or so, and the ride has been crazy. What up, Mo? Good to see you guys. It's been crazy. I would never want to repeat the process, but I would not trade it for anything else in the world. I would not trade for anything else in the world. How many of you guys right now, you're almost on the brink of giving up right now? How many of you guys are out there, you're on the brink of giving up? Okay, I've got a message for you. Hang in there. Okay, hang in there. Some of you guys talking about e-commerce. We'll talk about e-commerce. We'll talk about, whatever you want to talk about, okay? My goal tonight, is to serve you through Facebook platform. Aruba in the house, welcome. And I think the best way I can do this is the world right now, like whatever you're doing in the market, in the marketing. Jim, good to see you. Whatever it is that you're doing, okay, whatever it is that you're doing, always keep in mind, this is some of the stuff that I learned for myself, okay? The moment I decided that I wanted to become somebody who will take control and, take this whole results, stuff, this matter into my own hands, right? And really, it's up to me, it's up to every one of us, right, to make it. And the moment I made the decision, I don't know how or what, but things started to change around. Now I had to do my part big time. Had to do my part. And when I did my part in a certain way, my goodness, things became explosive. Hold on, I'm gonna change locations because I don't feel like, hold on a sec. I'm gonna sit down here. Sit down here and talk with you guys. Okay. Hold on. Sorry about that. Give me 30 seconds. See what I'm doing? See that in the window? I normally use this this app called Mimo Live. Some of you guys asked about it. And it's pretty cool. Allows me to do like screen sharing and things like that, But it didn't work today. So, so I want to talk to entrepreneurs tonight. I want to talk to, just sit down. That's exactly what I wanted to do, man. Thank you. So I want to talk to entrepreneurs tonight, you guys, right? And again, just, some stuff that I found to be really useful for me. Just wanted to share, bounce some ideas back and forth and see if we can, have a great time. How to become irreplaceable. How many of you, understand, right, that, if it's easy to replace us as entrepreneurs, if it's easy to replace me as an entrepreneur, my income is going to be proportional to that, and I did not understand that concept initially. And the moment I started to understand that concept and then acting in a certain way, everything changed for me, right? I want to give you, I just came from the event in Arizona. How many of you were at the event in Arizona? Let me know. The law of compensation, yeah, it's one of them. I'm gonna simplify things down to you so ridiculously tonight, right? That it doesn't matter who you are. You'll get it, and you'll be able to apply it. Okay. How many of you were in Arizona this past week? See, I had a chance to talk with a lot of people, right? A lot of people in Arizona. My goodness, man, do people complicate things? And my goodness, are there people who are hungry, like good people. See, this is like the thing that just like, it's crazy, right? A lot of good people, hungry people, and they're just running into brick walls. If you're an online entrepreneur, okay, here's what I'll tell you. You got to make a bold decision, okay? You've got to make a bold promise to yourself that you will, from this point moving forward, and I don't know many of your backgrounds. We got 440 people here, but moving forward from like this moment on, right? Everybody, or at least you listening to me right now, right? Make a decision and commitment and promise to yourself that you will become irreplaceable. It's just the only way to do it, okay? Become irreplaceable. This is what I see people that are crushing versus people that are not, is people that are crushing it. They're focusing on, they got their focus on a certain angle, right? And that's to become irreplaceable. Here are my thoughts on this, right? And I wanted to share it with you. I'm going to open up for Q&A and just hang out with you. And we can talk about whatever we want to talk about, okay? Number one is decision. I talk to so many people, and majority of people just never decide. They just talk about big game. They just talk about stuff, but they never decide to act or to be or to do something and just like cut out any other possibilities from it, right? So decision, and this is what I got from myself from just talking with literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. Decide, man. Decide to be great tonight. Decide to be great today, right? Simple. Number two, I'm going to give you 3 words. Well, actually, that goes without saying. Here's number 1, okay? To become irreplaceable. What's up, Miles? Good to see you, man. Becoming irreplaceable, everybody, okay, you guys? This is my thoughts on this. Everything's got to stem from something, okay? Everything that I do, all my actions, and I'm talking, this is like, if I had to simplify this down to the ridiculous, right? This is where everything boils down to. My business, okay, there's a philosophy, right? It's a whole philosophy. It's the way you think, it's the way you act, it's the way it's the way who you are, right? So my philosophy is this. I think that successful business needs to have, we always talk about, right, the foundation for success, right? So foundation for success, I'm going to boil it down into 3 words for you if you want to take it for what it's worth. If you apply it, I think your life will change, okay? I think. I can't promise. I don't know. But I think your life will change. 3 words that I want my business to stem from, and everything I do is this. Pascal, good to see you, man. Okay. Check it out. You want to be an asset, okay? Be an asset. From talking to hundreds of people over the last week, okay? A lot of people are focusing on getting. A lot of people are being, their foundation is that of a liability, right, to the marketplace. So give me some marketplaces, what kind of marketplaces is everybody in? Like, what do you do? What do you do? You sell cars, you sell houses. Most of you guys are online marketers, right, I assume? See a lot of familiar faces. Great to see you guys. Great to see you. But man, look, if I want to become irreplaceable, which if you're in for the money, which a lot of people are, right? Becoming irreplaceable will put you in the position to where your income will follow. Okay, there is a law of compensation. Basically says, the need for what you do, your ability to do it, and how difficult it will be to replace you. So I want to talk about this third part, right? How difficult will it be to replace you at what you do? Okay? It was awesome, Anthony. We'll talk about my break. Okay? So be an asset. This is just my opinion, my ideas, and I'm going to share them with you. So that goes beyond business. Okay? That goes for check out your life, right? And this is what I have to remind myself all the time, man. Friends, family, followers, you've got social media, you've got the companies that you are a part of, right? You've got, your community, church, wherever that you are a part of, okay? The foundational piece, right? T. Harv Eker says this. He says, like whatever you do, if you like how you do anything is how you do everything, pretty much. There's some truth to that, I think, But be an asset is number 1 in my opinion. Okay, being an asset, never a liability. So many people I see, their foundation, there is no foundation because their foundation is how can I get instead of how can I give. Okay, and I think that's a mistake. Okay, be an asset, dude. How do you become an asset? How do you become an asset? Number 2, right? Number 2. I think, see, when I look at people that are getting, how many of you guys are here and you like, dude, I want to take care of my situation, man, financially, dude. Financially, I want to take, how many of you guys want to get like a lot of money? Like enough money to never worry about money, okay? From talking to, again, tons of people over the last week, you know, I'm getting this thing that there's a lot of desperation, there's a lot of, you know, there is a lot of frustration going on in the area around money, okay? In the area around money. If you want to change your money situation, if you want to change your financial situation, by the way, there is nothing wrong with doing that, okay? It's all good. By the way, if you like that, you can feel free to give me some hearts. Just let me know your feedback, okay? That's how we communicate over here on Facebook. You've got to make a decision that you're going to handle that part, right? How do you handle that part? It's really simple. Take a look at what some of the highest paid professionals are doing in the fields, okay? Take a look at what you know, in sports. Some of the highest paid professionals, pro athletes, you know, what are they doing? Take a look at how they train, man, how they train. Thing number two, number one, okay, number one. Piece number, there's three things, okay? Thing number one is be an asset. This should be, I think, this is just my opinion, you know, I'm entitled to my opinion, you know, maybe, you know, you resonate with it, maybe you don't. Let me know if you do or not, you know. I'm actually curious to hear your opinion on this. But being an asset, not a liability, is a philosophy, right? So how do I become an asset so that I can match whatever it is? So look, if I'm an asset, you know, this is like all part of how do I become irreplaceable in my industry, in my niche. Number two is I've got to train like a pro, okay? Write this down. Never, ever, ever forget it, okay? Never forget it. Again, speaking with so many people, I'm like, I was talking to this person, you know, and this person was telling me how desperate they want to succeed. And then when you know, a question was presented like, okay, what did you do over the last 30 days? Like tell me, what did you do over the last 30 days? They couldn't say it. You know, they're like, well, you know, and then you start pressuring them, you know, start kind of pinning them in the corner with specific questions, you know, and the response is basically, look, I don't have enough time to dedicate to becoming great at what I want to do. You know, train like a pro, man. Train like a pro. That's thing number two. What do you train on? What do you train on? Three things you train on, okay? You develop your internal communication skills. You develop your external communication skills, okay? And then you learn the mechanics, okay? So internal communication skill, this is like, if I wanted to become, right, if I think about it, like, so if I wanted to become a professional athlete, right, which clearly I'm not, but if I wanted to, you know, and get paid 10 million, you know, get the $10 million contracts, et cetera, all that good stuff, right? I take a look at what those guys are doing, and man, can I learn a lot from them, right? There's a big difference between somebody who goes pro and somebody who's an amateur in how they get paid, in how they act, in how they behave, and in how they train, right? How they train. So, you know, they have to hold themselves from participating in certain activities or eating certain things. What do I focus on as an entrepreneur, though? As an entrepreneur, my internal communication, my thoughts, right? What I allow into my head is important. Obviously, that's going to, it's simple stuff. It's not a rocket science. I'm not telling you something that, you know, you probably haven't heard. Maybe a reminder, you know. Phil, you can't pause this because this is live. You can rewatch it later probably, if Facebook allows it, because they keep changing stuff. You know, my perceptions, how I perceive things, right? Something happened to me, right? How do I perceive it? Do I perceive it as a failure? Do I perceive it and look at it as a lesson? See, perception is again, it's internal communication stuff, okay? It's internal communication. So I can't develop my skills before I develop myself, right? Is it making sense? I might ramble on a little bit here tonight, you guys, because every time when I talk to like real people, like face to face, I spoke to a lot of you, right? I get fired up is because people think that the success is something that's like out there, it's unreachable, it's unfathomable. And I used to think that as well myself, and when you start breaking things down, simplifying things, and just use common sense and logic, right, in many cases, success is there by default. I mean, it's not that difficult to succeed, especially in the online marketing, right? So number two is I've got to train like a pro, and I train on developing my internal communication skills. Again, that's thoughts, that's perceptions, it's the people that I hang out with, all that personal development stuff, obviously, that goes into that picture. Okay, it's my belief systems. What do I believe in? Again, belief system is gonna support my pillar number one, which is, be an asset. Those three words will change your life, man. Those three words will change your life. If I see myself, this is how you can see yourself, right? Again, anything you do, like at home, with your friends, with people that you hang out with your customers, it might be an asset, or it might be in a liability, right? Am I trying to get something without giving, or am I trying to give something, right? And serve and kind of be an asset to somebody, or be an asset to the industry or place that I'm a part of. Okay, pretty simple. Change and adopt mindset, right? So that belief system is going to be a part of that whole thing. So all this stuff is like connected. Then I'm gonna master my second thing in the pillar number two, right? Which is external communication. And external communication. By the way, is this like, dude, is this making sense though? Give me some feedback, man. I don't want to talk to my phone here. I gotta be jumping out. We'll only have a few minutes. Tanisha, good to see you. External communication, you guys, okay? PPD, write this down. PPD. Your posture. This is what you gotta master. It's really, really not complicated, okay? If you're doing anything, affiliate marketing, info marketing, whatever, you name it, selling houses, selling cars, selling couches or cell phones, it doesn't matter. Posture, right? Posture, very important. Posture, how you come across. Number two is packaging, okay? Packaging. You know what I'm talking about? Let me show you something. Take a look at what some of the most successful companies in the world are doing, and you can learn a lot. It's super easy to crush it in this industry. If we just, sorry about that. See, I'm totally being unprofessional tonight, because I had, for those of you guys who are joining a little bit later on, I had a full-blown high production set up with, flip chart and everything. Okay, take a look at this. Yeah, everybody know what this is, right? It's a MacBook Pro from this company right here, right? From this company. I look at these guys, right? So my posture as an entrepreneur, right? If I wanted to crush it, if I wanted to become irreplaceable in my field, whether it's an affiliate, whether it's with a certain company, with whatever, right? Apple. Hey, Neelam, good to see you. And I look at all this stuff. I look at what these guys are doing. I look at what top athletes are doing. Man, how they train, what they go through, how they go about things, how they go about their day. And I'm like, am I adopting that belief system in my business, right? Most of us, if we're honest, we're going to say no, because we're slacking off. All right, let's get the rant going on over here, right? So posture, Linda Guerrero, right? My posture is my external communication. If I talk to you, and if I'm super shy, if I'm like biting my nails, and I'm like, oh my. I mean, posture is gonna stem from the stuff that you know or not, right? So if you know about your stuff, think like if you talk to your kids, right? If you talk to your kids, you know more than your kids know, right? You are not hesitant about the stuff you're talking about to your kids. Make sense? Simple. Dude, it's not rocket science. Simple. I'm trying to keep things simple. okay? So posture, a lot of people complicate this word posture, right? They think, well, posture is something else. I'm not going to say I got to go to college to learn posture. No, man. It's know your craft. It's your confidence, right? It's posture. It's very important. This is part of your external communication. Number 2 category under that, right, is packaging. Why is Apple so successful? Because they put millions of dollars in research just in packaging their products. Okay? How do I package? Okay? How do I package my stuff? Okay? How do I package my stuff? And if I'm an affiliate marketer, if I promote, this is a big thing. This is where a lot of people mess up. If I promote, a certain product, right? Now, that product, okay, is being presented to a certain group of people. That certain group of people, they want certain kind of result, right? Simple stuff. What up, Danny? Good to see you. Now, my packaging should be simple, focusing on the result that those people, my prospective, clients or potential clients want to achieve, okay? Why does Apple spend millions of dollars on packaging and putting these boxes that when you buy this MacBook Pro, dude, many people don't even want to throw the boxes away, right? When you open this up, it's really, really simple. It's got 2 sleeves, right? It's super simple. Now, it's style and it's the intangible, okay? The intangible, okay? So people, okay, they will respond more to the anticipation of that result that they want than the result itself. Crazy. Fred, good to see you. What up, Anthony? Okay? So think about this. Your packaging is how you deliver your message, right? Obviously, it's how you design your stuff. But it's how you deliver your message. So if your packaging is focusing on, the computer, right? The computer is obviously the product, but the packaging is the box, right? It's how the computer is being presented. It's the wrapper. Again, the wrapper. What's your wrapper, right? So remember that. Number 3 is delivery. Okay, delivery, external communication, delivery. Okay. Now, how I deliver stuff matters. Everything matters, but how I deliver stuff matters. It's not important what you say. What's more important is how you say it. Okay? So if I'm selling, this product here, by Apple, for example, okay? Do you see Apple employees fiddling with, anything Windows related? Okay? Never. Never. Okay? Delivery is above and beyond just delivering the product, right? Delivery, in many cases, and we can talk about this kind of stuff maybe, maybe in a more, if you guys want like an advanced, I don't want to call it persuasion because it's really overrated, but for a lack of a better word, if you want to, have like an advanced session on like, persuasion and selling, maybe we can have that topic conversation. Let me know in the comments if you'd like that. Kurt, good to see you, man. So my delivery can be several things. Okay, my delivery through my email, my posture, okay, my packaging, and then my delivery. So how I package my message can be, whatever I'm talking about, as packaging. How I package it, right? Keep it simple. Focus around the anticipation that people have about getting that outcome that they want instead of the actual outcome. Okay? Not very many people will get this, but for those of you guys who get this, it'll change your business. Number 3 is your delivery. So your delivery can be through Facebook like this, right? It can be through your email, or it can be in person on stage, whatever. Okay. So my delivery method, here's the biggest thing, right? In delivering my package, when I deliver my packaging, right, my message, I want to cut through the clutter, okay? Because I can have the best foundation, I can have the best product, I can have the best packaging delivery, but if I don't cut through the clutter, right, my message will never be seen. So the best way for me that I found, okay, the best way for me is you create, you need to work on developing your own personality, right? So you'll have a personality, positive expectancy is all that stuff is going to be there. But your personality is what's going to determine, right, in many cases, how your marketplace, how the people that you serve, how they respond to you, and it's like your signature, right? It's like your fingerprint. It's your uniqueness, right? A lot of people try to imitate or be somebody else that they're not, right? And they come across as, as phony, right? They come across as not being themselves, and it kind of, people see through that, right? Modeling, you can model people, but very, very quickly, okay, try to identify your style as a marketer. This is how you're going to deliver your stuff, right? See, for me, when you know your stuff, okay, when you know what you're talking about, so, you've got your foundation, okay, and this is your philosophy, right? What's your philosophy is be an asset, right? If your philosophy is be an asset, you don't really care about what people think of you, okay? Because you're not like, I don't think about that stuff. I don't need to think about that stuff. Because I don't have to think about that stuff, it frees my mind to be creative, right? It frees my mind to focus on my customer. So it frees my mind up to focus on people that I serve. Like, for example, with you, see, that's why I can be like, and I know this is not recommended, right? But I have no problem talking to you and just being totally myself, right? And if I have to, change locations and my phone flips out or whatever the case is, got 500 people watching me here, I don't go, oh my goodness, what did I just do? My goodness, what are they gonna think of me? People, no, because I know that my core, my foundation is be an asset, right? So everything I do, I want it to be an asset. Because I stem from that belief system, right? What you're laughing for. Because I stem from that belief system, I don't have to worry about what people think of me because I know what I am out here to do, okay? And I don't even know if, if I'm making sense to you, But you're being genuine, you're being yourself, man. And when you write those emails, right? If your delivery, right? If your persona, if your brand, if you will, is that of, you want it to be just genuine, man. You're not worried about saying the wrong thing. You're not worried about, doing something that people will judge you for. You don't even think about people judging you because you're so focused on service, right? Being an asset. Those three words will change your life. I'm telling you, if you're brand new, if you're a veteran in this stuff, in this game, in your industry, whatever it is that you're doing, focus on being an asset. Everywhere, man. Everywhere. Family, business, everywhere. When you focus on those three words, just like embedded into your brain, everything will take care of itself. You're not going to have to worry about, your posture is going to be there because you're going to be passionate about what you do, right? Your packaging will be there. You'll keep things, you'll think through your content in a way that would serve, your weakest, your least client, if you will, right? The people that you serve. Like, let me give you an example. Everything that I do here, right? We have this this group, we call it the 4% group, right? A lot of you guys, how many of you guys are 4%ers here? Give me a heart. Give me a heart. Come on, 4%ers, give me a heart. 4%er, give me a heart and say, I'm a 4%er. So we have this group that we've created, that we're forming, right? We're going to be, by the way, huge things are coming this week, man. I'm super stoked. Everything we do, okay? Everything we do here is this. Awesome, love it, man, love it. Look at those hearts, love it. Okay, everything we do is being genuine, right? Richard Morin, man, it's great to see this, man. This is awesome. Good stuff. Pillar number 3, okay? So pillar number 1 is your foundation, be an asset. Pillar number 2, train like a pro. External communication, internal communication, external communication, and then the mechanics, okay? Know your stuff. If you're an internet marketer, you've got to know funnel creators, right? Systems. You know, whether it's ClickFunnels, Smart Member, whether it's, you know, Kajabi, whatever it is that you're using, you got to know your stuff. Pushing buttons. That stuff is like 10% importance, okay? You've got to know autoresponders. Just got to know them, right? It's the mechanics, simple stuff. But take the time to learn it inside and out, okay? Internal communication, external communication is going to make up about 90% of your success. Everybody else focuses on like, oh my goodness, I need to learn this autoresponder system, and they focus 90% of their time on that. They got the whole thing wrong, okay? So that's pillar number 2, train like a pro. Pillar number 3, serve better than anybody else, okay? Serve better than anybody else. And so in serving, you know, basically everything boils down to your philosophy, okay? Like what's your philosophy in service, okay? You got to have a philosophy. Jim Rohn talks about this a lot, right? He's like, man, you got to have a philosophy. You got to have a philosophy. What's that thing that you stand for? You know, what's that thing that you're willing to tolerate, what you will not tolerate? Where's the line that you're going to cross or you're not going to cross, right? Do you have that? Is there a boundary, right? Is there a line that you're willing to go to and not cross that line, right? It's important. Have a stake in the ground, okay? It's also important. That's what I learned. Have a stake in the ground that you're willing to stick to no matter what. Tony Robbins talks about standards, okay? He says this. He says, depending on the level of standard you have, right, our results will be determined based on that, okay? So what is your, when you're serving, okay, let me see if I can explain this to you. I'm going to use his examples. Here's what he says. He says this. He says, if your standard is, I want to be average, man. I want to be like everybody else, right? I'm just going to fit in. I'm going to blend in. You know, I'm not going to try to stick out too much. I'm not going to try to be, you know, overly, you know, too loud. I'm just going to be average, man. I'm just going to be like everybody else. He says your results are going to be that of a pain. Okay? There's going to be no results. It's going to be pain. You don't want to be average. Okay? He says the next level up is, you know, somebody might say, okay, I want to be, my standard is I want to be good, right? I want to be good. I want to be good. He says, you know what? If you focus on being good, your results will be that of an average, which is like most people, which is nothing. You know? He says the next level up is I want to be great. My standard is I want to be great. I want to get, my results are going to be good. They're going to be pretty good. Okay? He says the next level up is I want to be excellent. Right? My results are going to be great. And then he says there's one other thing, another level. It's called outstanding. Dana Beck saying it's boring to be average. I know. Outstanding, man. He says outstanding. If you focus on being outstanding, you become irreplaceable. Okay? I was watching some championship stuff, right? The other day. Person in number 1 spot. You look at Olympics, okay? Person in number 1 spot. The reward compared to person number 2 is like 10, 20, 30, 40 fold. You know, it's not even comparable. And they might win just by a little bit, by an inch. You know? So as I think about this stuff, you know, you guys, I don't know, man. I mean, for myself, you know, I got to keep reminding myself. I'm like, dude, you know, we got to push for being outstanding in the community, right? And it's really not that difficult. You know, it's not that difficult. What it does take is it takes sacrifice, right? It takes commitment. It takes doing things that most people are not willing to do. You know, and people get hung up on this marketing stuff. How many of you guys are marketers here? Marketers? Be obsessed with be average, Kevin. Yeah, that's Grant Cardone stuff. Yeah, I love it. How many of you guys are getting stuck on traffic generation, conversions? Yeah? What I have to remind myself a lot is these two words, gold standard, right? That's just for myself. Like everything I do, how can I do it so that when I look at it, I'm like, dude, it's good. You know, it's good. I'm proud of of what I do, proud of my work. Not just get it done just to get it done, right? So check it out. A lot of people get stuck on traffic. Here's what I'll tell you about that. Traffic is not your problem, okay? Promotions is not your problem. Where most people get stuck, and this is where you know, average people are circulating in, okay, is that they are doing what everybody else is doing. I'm going to tell you something that will take your business to levels that you probably can't even, you know, imagine right now. Realizing that most people probably will not do this, but still this is the truth. Okay? This is what you need to understand. Might not be what a lot of people want to hear, but it's the truth. Okay? Everybody should have, you should have your philosophy in business. Number two is you should have your signature something, a report, a video course, maybe just a main video talking about who you are, what do you stand for, you know, what is it that you are about, okay? Preferably, this piece of content that you can have and you can give away, that can be your central piece. It's like a central hub that you get your people through. It's like a filter, right, that you get all of your marketing through before they get exposed to what you are doing for money. Okay? So here's your traffic. Everybody's going to this one place. Not the company. You might be, you know, your money sites might be here. You might have multiples, right? Multiple streams of income is always good. But you put all of your traffic through this filter, okay, through this indoctrination process, if you will, okay, that is yours. See, when you do this, you never have to worry about traffic because you can get 200 visitors, you can get 1,000 visitors is all, right? But because your people went through your core, foundational, you being an asset type material, right? Indirect marketing that seems, yeah. You guys getting this? Because they went through your piece, you never ever compete with anybody else, with any affiliates that might be promoting the very same product that you're promoting. Okay? Is that making sense? This is ultimate. You know, ultimately is what I would suggest everybody do this, right? Now, what if you're new and you don't, if you can't make it yet? Then what you do is you focus on the stuff we just talked about really hard, right? The company that you are a part of, okay? The product that you bought, the training that you go to YouTube, okay? Go to Facebook. You've got to have no more than 3 people that you follow. No more, okay? No more than 3 people. In fact, I think 3 people is a lot. How many of you guys here realize that a lot of times you might get, or sometimes you might get conflicting information from different marketers? They can be good marketers, right? They can be good teachers. What time is it? Anybody know what time it is? They can be good teachers, okay? But because their take on how they run their businesses could be a little bit different, okay? You get whacked. You get like, wow, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do this, and you like, man, but he is successful, Well, this guy is successful, maybe I should follow that. And you are getting distracted. Oh my goodness, I gotta get up. I got a webinar in 5 minutes. Okay? So what I suggest everybody do is find somebody that you resonate with. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as they're getting the result you want. They're getting the result you want. Attach your wagon to their wagon. Okay? At least for the next little bit, until you can figure out your situation and you can change your situation. Okay? If you're trying to attach to too many wagons, your train might get broken. Okay? Even though you might be following several successful people, different people have different takes. You got to do this for 90 days, for 6 months. Okay? And just like, even though there might be other great ideas, you just need to set them aside. It doesn't, those guys you hear, obviously on my feed, it doesn't have to be me. If you've got somebody else that are getting the results you want, you resonate with them, my sincere advice to you, find somebody, attach your wagon to them, make it one person to start with. This way you will clean out your distractions. Okay? This is for new people. You need to clean out your distractions. When you clean out your distractions, you will breathe easier. Okay? And what you do is that person that you will be following, you take a look, you listen to what they say, and then you look at what they do. Okay? Don't just listen to what they say, you gotta look at what they do. Very important. A lot of people say one thing and do another thing. Okay? Listen to what they say, and you look at what they do, and you model connecting the 2 dots together. Okay? As you do that, keep in mind the 3 pillars I told you about. Number 1, your foundation. Be an asset. Always stem from that, because you can't fool people. Okay? Cannot fool people. Be an asset. Never forget that. Write it down. Put it on your computer. Wherever. Remind yourself every day. Be an asset everywhere. Do I bring value to my community? Do I bring value to my friends, to my family, to my followers, to my business? Or am I there just to grab stuff? Am I a leech or am I a contributor? Okay? Okay, number 2, train like a pro. You might not sleep for the next 90 days, but it's going to be worth it. You might in a pro athlete world, they don't eat a lot of stuff that they would like to eat, but they know that that's what they need. Okay? So in our world, in business world, we may need to go places that we don't want to go necessarily to acquire the skill that we need to acquire, if that's what it takes. It's like whatever it takes, right? And then number 3 is I'm going to serve like nobody else. I'm going to serve it through my philosophy. Again, what's your central? What's your stake in the ground? What does it say? What are you willing to do? What are you not willing to do, right? And then what's your standard? How are you going to operate? I encourage you to go for outstanding. And what if you drop down below that from time to time? It's okay, get back up. Okay, get back up. But always go for excellence, man. To get excellent result, you gotta go for outstanding. Okay? Outstanding in everything you do. I gotta remind that myself many times. And when you do that, okay, when you do that, my friends, you'll become irreplaceable. You know why? Because not very many people do that. Look, that's all the time I have right now with you. Appreciate you. If you share this, here's what I'm going to do. Share this stream. Actually, it's okay. I'll just do it anyways. You know, if you found this to be valuable, let me know. I appreciate the sharing. Maybe a little bit later on this week, we can do another deeper dive on like conversion stuff, you know, creating that persona, creating that you know, your unique fingerprint, right, as an entrepreneur. I think it would be helpful. If you think that would be helpful, give me some hearts. That will tell me, you know, if I get a bunch of hearts, I'll know. You know, hopefully you've got an idea from this message. I was going to show you more stuff on a flip chart, etc. But you know, we just have to talk to the phone, which is fine. Okay. Hey guys, I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys. Anything you do, remember, keep it simple. Success is not a complicated thing. It's actually a very simple thing, and anybody can do it. Okay. My message to you tonight is decide to become irreplaceable at what you do. And then go do things that you need to do. Appreciate you. I got another webinar to jump on. I'll catch you guys around. See ya.